So I am here today because a few months ago, Jesus got a hold of my life. I have an amazing life. I have awesome friends, awesome family. Grew up in an awesome church here at Life Center. And even with all that, though, at the end of the day, I was feeling very unfulfilled. And I just felt like Jesus had to have more for me than just going through the motions every day. And so that led me to being on the city bus one day. I'm a senior at Mount Spokane and also a Running Start student at the Falls. So I was riding the bus home from school one day, and I was reading a book about really owning each moment that Jesus has for us, and instead of looking past the present like we do all the time. And that stood out to me because I do that all the time, and especially on the bus, I'm always looking forward to being home or something, later in the day or in the week. And I just felt like God spoke to me. It was like, I have you on the bus for a reason. You need to own the moments on the bus, and that's gonna start by praying for this bus driver. And I was like, okay, wow, okay. So yeah, after everybody got off the bus that day, I started walking towards the bus driver, and I'm like, am I really gonna do this? Like, I need God to kind of show up here. But all of a sudden I was doing it, and I asked him how I could pray for him, and he opened up to me, and God definitely showed up. And I prayed for him, and I left that day thinking, wow, that was awesome. God is good, and I want to do that more. So throughout the next few days, weeks, or months, I started to share Jesus with more people and in more situations in my life. And one of the cool things that happened was on a Friday morning, I was riding the bus again, and I was really tired, and I felt a little bit sick, and I was like, this is not my morning, and then God was kind of like, yes, it is your morning. Every morning is your morning. So I was like, okay. So so I was sitting next to a lady. I struck up a conversation with her, and I just asked her how I could pray for her. And she was like, wow, that's crazy you would ask that, because I grew up in a Christian home, and I really wandered away from Jesus throughout school and college, and I just moved here, and I'm kind of searching for something more. And I was like, all right. So I prayed with her, and I invited her to church, and I didn't think much of it until a couple of days later at the 11 o'clock service here when I bumped into her here. And I was like, wow, this is cool. I'm so happy you came. And she was super excited and thankful that I had reached out to her. And she's like, I'm going to keep coming, thank you so much. And I was like, dang, God, that is awesome. And, it was really cool. And just to see how faithful God is, once again. And so Jesus got a hold of my life. And since then, every day has been an adventure. And I can't say it's been comfortable or easy, but it has been incredibly fulfilling and amazing. And the cool thing is that God has been teaching my buddies and I at youth group and at school that this call is for everyone. Like, he wants everybody to use each situation they're in to advance his kingdom, in powerful and meaningful ways. So that's my story.
Wow. That's a good story. So George, you're a city bus evangelist. Yeah. But I love that you're living in the moment, that every single moment God can use you right where you are.
Yep.
And that's not just for you, it's for who?
Everybody. Everybody here. Everybody everywhere.
Everybody. Everybody. I love it. All right, hey, let's say thank you to George. Thank you, George.
Thanks, guys.